Hiya, Charlie. How you doing? How's your circulation? Huh? You're looking better. Hello, Miss Greenleaf, you lovely thing, you. Thoughts of a boy are whispers to the wind, and they are long, long thoughts. Gotta try harder, John. Oh, Muse, where art thou, lady? And as for you, Malcolm, you want to be a sapling all your life? Uncurl your leaves and breathe. Gotta put up some fight. Welcome, Malcolm.
Morning, John.
Good morning, Estelle.
You're looking cheerful.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you. I just got another rejection slip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which one was it this time?
My ode to a praying mantis. It really doesn't matter, you know. You can throw them all away.
You certainly don't seem discouraged.
Still, I've been thinking of changing my way of life.
Not a big change, I hope.
You remember that book you gave me on mythology?
Yeah.
It's given me an inspiration. The story of Philemon and Bacchus. They turned into trees. Think of it. Trees.
Just a legend, John.
Yeah, but they achieved peace and serenity. That's what I'd like.
Wouldn't?
Hasn't been done in thousands of years.
Hello, Daisy. Hi. Go on, John.
Hello, Daisy. I'll stop by later for a cup of coffee.
Don't rush off on my account.
It's okay, Daisy. I'm behind on schedule anyway.
Don't forget Frank's stamp collection.
Okay.
Do you realize, Daisy, everybody's always wanting something from the postman?
Never thought of it that way. What do you want?
Oh, I was speaking generally. How was the garden of sex?
Nothing new in it. I really got it from my boyfriend. Men are so ignorant.
Yes, Daisy, sometimes we women have to take the lead.
See ya.
The season is summer, the day is evening. Out in the yard, a hungry man pets his cat. So giving and warm, with a purr that fills the emptiness. Not like his wife at the stove, preparing his meals. She has no idea how he feels. As if meat and bread were all that were. Is that a good thing? A good thing is when the man and the woman feel the same emptiness and the same fullness together, and when they partake of the wine of life. Oh, all these are good things then. The purring of the cat and the running of the dog, the first trial flight of a baby bird, an eaglet discovering the wind, the bursting of my heart when I believe for that glorious moment that the world is good again.
Hello, dear.
Wasn't that silly, leaving your overshoes?
Tomorrow, I'm going to wear my short sleeves and my short pants.
John, sit down because everything's ready.
Oh.
Sit.
Hmm?
Sit.
Yes, dear.
This is not a leftover. I made this stew fresh.
Where's yours?
Oh, I ate earlier. Tonight's my big lesson night. 5 in a row.
She didn't work so hard.
Oh, I enjoy it. Besides, it helps, doesn't it? Did you notice my new dress?
I did. You look pretty.
You really still notice me.
More than ever. Jane? I have been looking at you and wondering
Wondering what?
if we couldn't do something together.
For our vacation?
Not exactly.
Oh, John, Mother is counting on us. What is it?
Suppose we don't visit your mother this year.
I really don't know what else we could afford to do. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep reminding you.
I was thinking of something entirely different.
Things will change once you become postmaster.
I don't want to become postmaster.
Well, now, that is a silly thing to say. Of course you want to become postmaster. Why? Do you think that I'm working so hard to get Calvin elected mayor? It's to pave the way for you.
Jane, have you ever heard of Philemon and Bacchus?
No. You know, that boy is always late.
Jane? Are you content with the way things have been going lately?
What do you mean?
Well, you don't spend much time together. You're so busy.
Well, it's a busy world. And I try to keep up with it. We love each other.
That's just it. Philemon and Bacchus loved each other so much that when the floods came, the gods turned them into trees. Yeah, an oak and a linden. That way they could always be together. Live in peace together. While the world destroyed itself.
I believe that.
It's true. Well, it's a legend.
I'm here, Mrs.
Boy's gonna throw off my whole schedule.
Jane. Would you like to do it with me?
Do what?
Turn ourselves into trees.
You take an aspirin. Take 2 aspirins and a cup of hot tea and go to bed.
I only went to the post office that Christmas to fill in so I could buy you your wedding ring.
Kids,
Hi, Fred.
did you leave anything at the house?
Only ads and bills, sorry. Yeah. Hi, Abner.
Got any samples?
Oh.
Hey, how about that?
I'll see you.
Now, don't get me wrong. Discovery Park is a fine name, but it doesn't tell the story of a community on the move, on a town growing up, like the name I am now proposing, Discovery City. Our development should have a new, more promising name. A name in keeping with our expanding industry.
Tie up that dog. Albert? Grab that dog, huh?
I want my ranger gun.
What? Here, fight that.
I want my ranger gun. I want a ranger gun.
Thank you, Albert.
What's the matter, John? What happened? Where's your bag?
On Dr. Fernfale's lawn.
Well, where are you going?
Our yard is as good a place as any.
Oh, you know, you've been coming down with something for weeks.
This is the healthiest thing I've ever done. Now, you'll have to take that down. Hear me, Jane? You'll have to hang your wash somewhere else. Jane, I asked you to help me. I know this seems like rushing things a bit, dear, but now's the time. I feel it.
Just a minute, John. I'm going down the street for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay, dear. Bring me a shovel first, will you, please? Don't worry, dear. Everything's gonna be all right.
Hi.
Home early, Fred?
Yeah, tonight's my bowling night. You burying something?
No.
Oh, I'm glad. I was afraid maybe Solomon was dead. Where is he? I haven't seen him for a couple of days.
Now, it's spring, you know.
I know. Boys are buzzing around Daisy like bees after honey.
It's only natural.
I guess so. What are you digging that hole for? It's big enough for a tree.
It'd be nice to have a tree here, don't you think?
Problem with leaves.
Hey, did you ever get lost in the woods when you were a kid?
Sure. Playing hooky. It scared the hell out of me.
Yeah. Well, I just, sat down under an old oak tree and leaned my back up against it. Came to me then. Nothing more comforting and finer than a tree. Anyway, there's going to be a tree in this yard. Right here.
Well, where is it? You're not going to start with the seed, are you?
No. Full grown. In leaf. At least I think that's what it's going to be.
I don't get you.
I'm planting me. I'm going to metamorphize myself into a tree.
You gotta be kidding.
Now,
Daisy? Good God, you know what John is up to?
Yes, I ran into Mrs. Gwilt. I thought she was exaggerating. What's happened to you, John?
I can't get over it. Well, what kind of tree?
I don't know. I'll have to give it some thought before I start willing.
Willing. I will be a tree. I will be a tree.
Dad!
I ought to will these to the post office.
You're not going to take off your clothes to do it.
Maybe he has to.
Good God.
Dad!
Don't you worry, Fred. I do wish Jane were here.
I heard about John's breakdown this afternoon. I want to help, dear. Abandoning the males could be a serious crime.
It's not just the male, Fletcher. He wants to plant himself.
Plant himself?
Where'd you get the idea, John?
Daisy, do you know what metamorphosis is?
Sure, like in biology class. Tadpoles changing into frogs, caterpillars into butterflies. It'll be keen if you make it.
Poor man. He's falling apart.
You know, he actually asked me to hand him a shovel.
Where'd you see Mrs. Gwilt?
She's gone to see her reverend friend. Do you have to wait for her?
I should have known she'd make that mistake.
This is terrible for you, Jane, but hasn't it been coming for a long time now?
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
You've told me he's always been eccentric.
No. John stopped writing poetry years ago.
You want me to come home with you, Jane? He's a rebel where religion is concerned, but perhaps I can try and reason with him.
That won't be necessary. Then I don't need any advice from you.
I have noticed your heart isn't with the church, John.
What I'm doing is pre-Christian. Metamorphosis, in case you'd like to check it out, was practiced before the dawn of civilization.
John, look at your poor wife.
Jane will be taken care of. She has my pension, my insurance is paid up, and I'll thank you, Reverend, to take your comforting hands off my wife. Your place is at home with me.
Courage, Jane. I'll get help.
Destructive atmosphere, Jane. And that reminds me, when I turn, I don't want any gloomy services. It isn't as though I'll be gone.
Yes, dear.
Quite the contrary.
Oh, John, isn't it foolish to go out there tonight?
One more day can't possibly matter.
I'm anxious to begin. Jane, I wish you'd reconsider.
Reconsider what?
If you just stand out there with me, perhaps I'd be strong enough to do it for both of us. Hey, that looks like Fletcher's car, Jane.
John, he is our minister.
Yeah. But look what our minister is doing. Now, there's nothing wrong with me. Jane, call the police.
Now, John, we don't want to use force. Just sit down and hear me out. Ori and Harold have some papers for you to sign.
But I haven't done anything.
Here in the papers, Ori. This is just a preventative measure, John, to keep you from making a fool of yourself.
I don't know what it is about trees. He's the second one.
I'm sorry, Jane. This seemed the only way.
There's nothing illegal in what I'm doing. I can do anything I want in my own backyard. Jane?
Admit it, John. You need some rest.
Oh! No, Ron!
You idiot!
Turn on the light! No, Ron!
No! Stop! I got him! Me out of this thing, numbskulls! Where do you think you're going?
I'm going upstairs to bed.
I'll be right up, John.
Me
I'll
out of
take the
this.
boys. I'll take care of it. All right.
Come on, Harold. Good night, Mrs. Gwilt.
Good night.
I don't know if you should trust him. Will he go to bed?
Well, I'll see to it, Fletcher.
He does seem calmer.
It's been a long day.
Only thinking of your safety as always, Jane.
I'd like to get upstairs.
Well, good night, and you call me if there's any more trouble.
I'll do that.
I'm glad you're here with me. We'll never talk of it again. Maybe it was the change of seasons. Spring fever. You know what I was thinking, John? I was thinking how nice it would be to have a picnic. I could pack us something to eat. And we could go to Calliope Park and look for spring flowers. We haven't done that in years. Oh. But when will we ever find the time? John, what are you thinking?
There's only one thing I have to say. I don't want Fletcher Dunwoody to come here ever again, even after I'm a tree.
Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, early in the morning the sun shall rise to me.
know we can manage, John. It's a long way to drive at peak hours, but people get used to it. They do. You could listen to the news. You could even do those little yoga exercises that you do while you're driving.
There wasn't a single tree out there.
Well, we can't go on living here forever, you know.
They didn't even have holes in the sidewalk.
You really have not been yourself lately, that's a fact. I think we just should wait and talk it over tomorrow. Right?
Hello, Solomon. Have a good time? Jane will have to put a bell on you when I become a tree. Birds come.
Hank.
Mr. Gwilt, what are you doing out here?
Metamorphosizing. Harder than I thought. Guess I'll take a break. Hi, good morning. It's only dirt.
Oh, I thought all that was settled last night.
I wish you could have been out there with me. Come on with me. Would you put the dirt back over my feet, Jane?
Oh, Sean, you haven't missed a day in 20 years. Just think what this will do to your record.
Hold that a minute.
What will you tell Mr. Humphrey?
No need to tell anybody anything. Sure, Fletcher's taking care of that.
Good morning, John. Hey, we must have hit the same sale.
Huh? Oh, yeah, well, you can have mine pretty soon.
But, what are you going to do in the winter?
Hibernate. I'll be warm, even without leaves. My roots deep in the soil.
Maybe you'll be one of those kind of trees that keeps their leaves.
Maybe.
Put something on. Your goosebumps all over.
All right. But not my uniform.
Hey, I can loan you my lumber jacket.
Please, Fred.
Don't let the boll weevils get you.
The boll weevil does not attack trees.
See, just like when I came to deliver. First, I thought you was a ghost, didn't I, Mr. Gwilt?
Please, fellas. I can't have visitors.
I just wanted to show my friend here.
Is this some kind of contest?
No, I'm becoming a tree.
Oh.
We know a guy who's already made it, don't we, Jack?
What do you mean? Somebody else turned into a tree?
That's what he says.
Oh, dear.
Jane, did you hear that?
John, get dressed. You look ridiculous to these people.
Oh, we see a lot of strange things on our rounds.
What do you want for breakfast?
I am not interested in food.
Well, I'm going to fix you something anyway. Take your pants.
Yeah, all right.
Hello?
Mrs. Gwilt? This is a news chronicle. Fred Staines called and says your husband's out in the backyard. Gonna turn himself into a tree.
Fred shouldn't have done that. My husband's not quite himself this morning.
Now, Jane, you remember me, your friend, Harry Spindle.
I don't see how a newspaper could possibly be concerned with this.
Now, you let me be the judge of that. How long has he been out there, and when did he put himself in?
If you will excuse me, I'm busy making his breakfast right now.
Well, is he handy where I can speak to him? Or is he out in the yard?
I am sorry. I'll have to hang up now.
I'm coming out for a picture.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll see if John wants to talk to you. John? John? Where are you? He's gone. John's gone.
Gone where?
disappeared.
Has it been authenticated?
Look, you asked to see for yourself, so we're obliging you.
Why haven't I heard about it before?
Fred, have you seen John?
You mean he's turned already?
He's gone.
Timber!
Don't be so mean, Daddy. Well, I hope he hasn't given up.
I'm afraid I hurt his feelings.
Do you want me to call the police?
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
Wait a minute, fellas.
Honest Injun, you'll see. There he is.
I know who you are. You're Abner's brother. Hey, Arnie, what are you doing here? Why do you let him keep you here? Don't you want to go home? Oh, yeah. Fix that easy enough. Would you like to do it with me?
Do what?
Turn ourselves into trees.
John, you take 2 aspirins and a cup of hot tea and go to bed. We'll never talk of it again.
Those on. Get out of here. Jane, I wish you'd reconsider.
Oh, no, John. You really haven't been yourself lately.
We don't spend much time together anymore.
We love each other.
That's just it.
Now, John, Ori and Harold have some papers for you to sign.
But I haven't done anything. Oh, Jane. Jane, dear.
Oh! They got the postman after all!
I'm getting out of here.
Hey, Mr. Gwilt! Mr. Gwilt! We're being followed! Hey! You guys are in my territory! Hang on! Right this way. Come on. Try to push the car out of there.
Jane must have called the police. Where's reverse gear on this thing?
Would you move that van back there, please? Thank you, please. She started a riot at the Funny Farm.
Oh, there you are. Everybody's looking for you.
I guess I fell asleep.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I just had a terrifying dream. Jane was about to marry Fletcher Dunwoody, and I turned into a tree and couldn't do anything about it.
Sometimes I worry about you, Joan.
Yes.
Maybe I have something. People are always leaving things around here.
Yeah? Yes.
Let's see. No. 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 Oh, raincoat. Too small?
Yellow.
This was left there a long time ago. Let's see.
I know what you're thinking. But John is just tired. He's having a little breakdown, that's all.
I don't suppose. Well, is there another woman involved?
No. I know my husband and John would never do anything like that.
That's a thought.
John, why do you have to plant yourself in the garden where all the neighbors can gawk at you? Wouldn't it be better in the open? Somewhere like Calliope Park?
Is there a writing crop in that suitcase?
Has a lovely view.
Thank you. How do I look?
Beautiful.
We know you're in there, Will. Come on out.
1242, 25
Follow me.
1260.
We've got you. Come on out with your hands up. Look at this. Must be running around naked.
right. I always like this place. Do you come here often?
Yes, we love it here.
Yeah, I bet Longfellow enjoys it.
Oh, I never bring him. He always gets full of burrs. Why don't you take your boots off?
I'd never get them back on again. Do you realize that I don't know anything about you?
Now you know I'm ticklish.
No. I don't even know where you live.
We have an apartment across town, near the college. Nice terrace, brand new kitchen, although I don't cook very much.
You live with your mother.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I live with a man.
Oh. Not your husband.
Truman's a professor. He's nice. A little trying sometimes.
Yeah, I probably get on Jane's nerves, too, now and then.
You've been married a long time.
I've always been true to her. Were you in love with someone before you met Truman?
I love parties, theater and dancing. I wanted to be a dancer.
It's wonderful. Can you dance?
I'm a bit out of practice.
Time goes by like the echo of distant bells, round and round to the music of carousels. Shadows pass like a face in a looking glass. Shadows pass and we're walking alone. We can see, looking out from our windowsills, lovers stroll through a garden of daffodils. Early dawn in the hush of the early dawn. Turn around and the magic is gone. Love's a lyrical, golden miracle. Love's a lock on the wing. Love's a billowy, soft and willowy thing.
Oh, Solomon! Solomon! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Even though you look a sight. I don't care where you've been or what you've been doing, just so long as you've come home. We've been together so long. I don't know what I'd do without you. I know. I guess I've been too busy lately, doing too many things. I have to admit that I've neglected you. But I'll be different. I'll change. I will, John.
You covered up my hole.
John, come back in here. We are not going to go through that again. John, do you realize what you have put me through today?
He put us all through a lot. Glad you're safely out of the woods, John.
John, if you step into that hole, I swear to you I will never speak to you again.
For God's sake, will you try and hold down on the noise?
John? I'm warning you, just once. John?
Don't let it bother you, Solomon. They're very fickle. Looks like rain. It's a good sign.
It would have been thoughtful for you to report your return. You okay?
Never better, Kelly.
Good night.
John? We never go to bed angry, remember?
I love you, Jane.
I love you too. Storm it. Night, John.
evening, John.
Hello, Estelle. You've been on my mind.
I've been thinking about you, too.
Well, what kind of a tree do you think I should turn myself into?
John, I don't think you should. For a while. We've just begun to know each other.
Yes, I know, but...
A relationship with a tree. Can it be done?
But I'll still be here. I'll wave my leaves at you.
It's raining, John.
Every year I plan to fix the runoff in this yard.
Well, I think we've got it about licked now.
But I feel terrible. Couldn't I even take him a cup of coffee? Oh, all right, Fletcher. All right, thank you.
I don't understand why Mrs. Gould hasn't given you your raincoat yet.
She's hiding from me this morning.
Would you like mine?
No thanks, Stacy.
Well, see ya.
You're a disgrace to the service. If the Postmaster General could see you now, he'd have us both fired. What do you have to say for yourself?
You're standing in my sun.
And also you forgot your bike. Listen, Quill, I don't want the public to interpret this as a protest against my department. What is it you want? Do you want a van for your route? Is that it? Maybe I could even get you a driver.
No, locomotion is one of the things I'm against. People rushing around, chasing after each other. They should stop and appreciate the beauties of the world.
Yeah, hey, Harry, give me that picture. Yeah, speaking of beauties, how would you like to see this all over the newspaper?
Yeah. Well, I can't recommend it for everybody, but I know it's the right thing for me.
Spread your arms a little, John.
Yeah.
You're all right, John. We're going to make the front page.
Excuse me, Mr. Humphrey. I have to tell John something.
What is it, Jane?
I'm going to the club luncheon. I'm on the cleanup committee, and if I don't hurry, now I'm going to be late.
Can we give you a ride into town?
Yes, thank you. I would appreciate that.
John, I'll give you just 24 hours.
You're steaming, John.
Yeah, it is warming up.
I brought you my cookies.
Ah, that's very considerate of you, Abner, but I don't need food anymore.
Postman seeks mystic transformation. Can't say that I blame him.
He looked like a weeping willow this morning. Wish you'd check him over, Doc. He could die out there.
Never. He'll get hungry and give up.
He can be pretty stubborn.
Daisy, would you mind the desk? I won't be long.
Oh, sure. Hello, Miss Femboy.
Hi, Ronnie.
You're lucky to subscribe. We're all sold out today.
Excuse me, ma'am. Does he belong to you?
Hi, what do you want?
I want to talk to him.
You're ashamed of yourself. John, why isn't someone taking care of you? What's the matter? Can't you talk?
It's a shame he's doing it all for nothing.
You can't come in here.
I'd like to talk to you,
He
Gwilt.
can't. He's got laryngitis.
I can cure that. It always clears me up.
Go ahead. It'll do you good.
That's good stuff, thank you. Compliments of Tom Higgins. I'm in TV. I sell cars.
Cars. Cars. Why doesn't the world go back to horse and buggy?
Now, just hear me out. We'll get you over there. We'll stand you in a fake tree trunk. We'll have leaves growing out of your shoulders like branches. And we'll advertise. Come to Higgins' car lot and shake hands with a tree.
Oh.
Hello, Jane. Hiya, Doc. Hello, John. Tell me he was drinking.
Jane, this is Estelle Benbow from the library.
John needs taking care of.
Well, thank you for your suggestion, Miss Benbow, but that's exactly what we're doing.
I hope it's not too late.
What's going on here? Who does he belong to?
John belongs to no one. He's a pioneer.
Goodbye, Miss Benbow.
How is he, Doctor?
Slight congestion.
What do you recommend?
I said goodbye, Miss Benbow.
Bye, John. Take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, Mrs. Gwilt.
Striking woman.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd better come back later.
Well, Jane, that was unnecessary.
Who is she, John?
I told you. We're friends from the library. I don't know why she came by.
You never lied to me before.
Well, I'm glad you got to our family tree, Doc. So, is he sound of life and limb?
Remarkable. I've always been interested in psychic phenomena. Tell me, John, how do you think it's going to begin? I mean, do you think you're just going to suddenly become numb?
Oh, no. Trees have feeling down to their tiniest leaf.
Well, even trees wilt, droop, and die like everybody else.
Yeah, they even go bald.
Plant life, while it lasts, is far superior. It doesn't live greedily, violently.
When it starts, let me know, will you? I'd like to do a paper about it. Could I have a word with you?
Well, looks like the litter bugs really gave you a rough time today.
Pioneers don't have it easy.
That's the spirit. To keep the dew off.
Yeah.
You'll sleep like a log.
Thanks, Fred. I appreciate that.
I wish I could tell you that he had to go to the hospital like I know you want him to, but well, so far there's nothing wrong with him.
One more night out in the open?
Just get some food in.
John, give me the bottle. You look terrible.
You look a little wilted yourself. You have a hard day at the women's club?
You're drunk.
Hello, John.
Oh, Everett.
Just checking up on you again.
Anybody here seen Kelly? Hey, come on.
See? Well, listen, we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Okay, fellas.
See you later.
So long.
That's it. No.
A little higher.
A little higher?
Yeah, that's right. How does it grab you, John?
Well, Dr. Widows is upside down. I think he needs an eye examination.
By God, you're right. Turn it, guys.
What's that for, Jane? How do you like Fred's fence, Jane?
I think it's vulgar.
I think it's a real inspiration.
Oh, glad to help you out.
See you at the lodge, Fred.
Right. Thanks again, fellas.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you. Fred, would you please move that chair to the porch?
What's the matter? Afraid you'll be tempted?
No, it just looks bad.
Fred, leave it where it is.
That smells good.
You haven't eaten all day.
I'm kind of hungry, too.
Help yourself, Fred.
Thanks.
John, don't do that. Don't be foolish. Now, the doctor says you have to eat something. John.
Well, I sure do like fried chicken.
John. John. John.
I can't.
Oh. John, please.
Oh, all right, dear. All right. For you.
Oh. John, was something the matter with it? John.
I can't get it down.
Hey, you're as stiff as a board.
Oh, what?
For God's sake, Jane, it was just a joke.
He has to eat something, you know.
Well, milk.
There you go.
Oh, no, don't cry, dear.
Oh, John, why are you doing this?
He'll eat when he's ready. I'm gonna run next door here and watch the news. I'll catch a film. See you.
Jane. Jane, dear. Oh, how can I help you accept this? Don't you see what it'll mean? Me, a plodding, aging postman, becoming a youthful, vigorous tree. I'll have a whole new purpose in life. I'd do anything to please you. Except quit. Well, you'll see, you'll see. You'll be prouder of me than when we first met.
John, you'll be a laughing stock, just like when you used to read your poems.
This is better than poetry. Words shock you and seize you, shake you and drop you. But I'll get to know the stars. And the stars remain. What a time I'll have with the moon. And eclipses. Meteors.
Mrs. Gwilt. There's something I must discuss with John. It won't take a minute.
Estelle.
It came today from Harper's Magazine.
$25, that's nice.
Aren't you proud? And they want more.
They're too late.
You may change your mind.
No, beyond that.
John, Truman's sabbatical was approved. We're off to Greece for a year.
Greece. That's where it all started. Daphne being chased by Apollo and turning into a bush. Now you'll have a fine time there.
I'll think of you often. Oh, what should I do with these?
Oh. Put them under there.
Goodbye, Mr. Sycamore.
Jane, would you bring me my pipe, please? Estelle just wanted to say goodbye. She's going to Greece with her fiancé.
Oh, that's nice. John, would you like a raincoat? I heard on the radio that it's going to storm again tonight.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I sensed something. That doesn't taste right. Take this, will you? And also these. That's my most courteous letter carrier award.
Hi,
Yeah,
John.
now see. Oh, hi, kids. Come on in.
Was that Miss Binbo I saw leaving?
Estelle just left for Greece with her fiancé.
What are you doing?
For your collection, Frank. And this is for you, Daisy. Jane and I want you to have it, don't we, dear?
It's not a goodbye present. You know, John, sometimes I want you to, and sometimes I don't.
I understand.
Good night, Mrs. Gwilt. Good night, John.
Good night, Daisy.
Thank you, Mr. Gwilt. Night, ma'am.
Night.
John, that check was for a poem, wasn't it?
Yes, the first they've accepted.
I didn't know you were still writing poetry.
Well, it wasn't my best poem, but you know how people are. Anyway, it was my last.
Oh, John, don't say that. I can encourage you with your writing. I can encourage you in anything you want to do. I've just begun to realize how much I've missed you.
Oh, Jane.
John, come inside.
I can't.
John.
For the last few hours, I've had this feeling. Warm and tingly. Jane, I think I'm beginning to take root.